have been playing up until this moment.
Starting right up, there will be no cabbie for game number 1. They're going to prefer Lahans and his experience with Hizure and with Viper. Let's see how Griffin are looking today and how they're feeling. I think each side of DWG Gaming, the jungle position has been the one that has had no changes since that first game, as Canyon will retain his spot. A player who Svenskaren, the jungler of C9, had very high compliments for during the week.
And that's a good...
We're ready to get going as there's a very young Canyon fan there in the front row. Showmaker and the DWG Gaming support staff. Who knows?
The family's coming down
could
here.
Could definitely be some family affairs going on here. Yeah, get the confirmation that is, of course.
The fun stuff, I suppose, the newer stuff here. And the Tom Kents you mentioned gets locked in alongside Ezreal. Let's get alongside Ezreal or KeSPA in this composition. So Tarzan, after a fantastic game, 14 KDA on his one game of Aatrox, they say, no, it's going to Chovy in the mid lane.
Really important note. This is
definitely a big beefcake in the front that can lock down a lot of people and help up against that heavy engage comp that the side of Dom1 do have. Here are the final lineups that you guys do see.
No Sejuani buffs on patch 824B.
They're hardcore threatening, trying to take this blue buff away, but that patience bar very close to going down. There it is. Ooh, that's a win there for DWG Gaming.
Have picked up Tarzan on this Sejuani. It's old comfort, and now it's top.
They're going to get the slow here onto Nuguri. Not going to go for the flash, was maybe threatening it there, but Nuguri stays calm, is forced to flash here, but I'm sure that Dom1, know their champions and will be ready for this. Trying to get the stun down onto Canyon, who maybe overstepped his boundaries. There is the stun. In comes Chovy. Canyon not able to be interrupted on the hook shot. Is able to get away. Forward. They're looking for a dive, but already Griffin rotating on over. Chovy and Tarzan nearby. Are they going to go for it? Tarzan actually going to get here in time. Canyon might be in a little bit of trouble, but Tom Kents is able to flash over the wall with the Devour, but out comes the ultimate from the Sejuani. Galio threatening it, and look at Viper going 1v2 on the right side. Showmaker looking to turn this around. There's the first damage, first blood goes to Canyon off of the backs of that Galio damage, but here's Sion from the top lane looking to drift on over. It's going to miss a little bit, but a double kill goes to Chovy regardless. Onto that mid and jungle, and Hoyt, you're a little bit caught out here as Tarzan finally is going to take him out too.
Nuguri might get some turret checkpoints, a couple of plates here, work his way towards his second, but a lot happens on the bot test. The Rift Herald.
Canyon knew that something was awry, like he knew there was a ward on him, but he wasn't sure where. He scanned above the pit and now below, and he did clear it out, but they know he's here 100%.
He's waiting for him to hookshot over and then get it.
Tarzan! Look at that positioning, Canyon. So unfortunate for him. Oh, man. What a read there from the side of Tarzan. Picks up the kill solo on a Camille.
That team call is so good. We'll talk about it more. First, Hoyt.
Oh, boy. Hoyt, what are you doing, buddy? You're all alone. You're going to go down too, and can we get a bonus kill under the turret? It looks like absolutely, as more members going to come in. Another double kill to Chovy. He's 4-0.
This is the new generation. This is next leveling your opponent. Griffin's read there is oh so good. We'll talk about it as the replay starts, but notice how they approach that. Alistair is the one to walk into and contest the pit.
That hook shot, Canyon not going anywhere. Not close enough. Tarzan on vision this time is going to start up the Mountain Drake, and it doesn't look like Dom1 can do much to stop him.
So for team fights here, what I want everyone at home to notice is it's all about the first kill. On the side of Griffin, they already have Black Cleaver, Blade the Ruin King, and a lot of CCs. They want to kill that first target and make it a 5v4. Speaking of first targets.
Okay, we're going in here onto Tarzan, but look at the backline. Nuclear's all alone. Goes down to Alistair of all people. And Canyon, super squishy this early on in the game. Sion bops him.
Him to death.
He bops him on the head, basically. That's a third kill. How many more can we get? The destruction that is Griffin over Dom1 in game 1. This is unbelievable.
The first kill is the most important one, and it goes on to Nuclear of all people. This game, you can already see that communication is better than can be put together. DWG Gaming, so many talents here on carries, but it's Galio and the Urgot for the solo lanes. If you had the setup here, if you're at good moments on that, does feel like other players are outclassing on their comfort.
Chovy owns this mid lane now. He's just pushing it in as far as he wants, and There is some vision in the red side jungler, but Nuclear is basically no healthing right now, trying to do a bit of chip damage on their way out. Not sure what happened to Nuclear, but a young 17-year-old, and well, it looks like we're going to bully the Urgot this time around. Sword getting in position with his Righteous Glory, forces that flash away, but Lehens is here. He says, no guys, we're still going. TP's coming in, you can't cancel that. Do they have the damage? Yes. Nuguri is going to go down as 4 members immediately get in the back line, but Canyon in the front is going to eat that ultimate, and now Showmaker's in so much trouble. Here's Toby from the backside, the monstrous Aatrox going 1v3 right now. Nearly takes out Canyon, can't quite do it, as Showmaker is going to eventually come back with that hero's entrance once again. No extra kills, but some scary stuff from Griffin.
So risky from Griffin. They had no minion wave. It just arrives now, way after the fight. They're all so beefy, though, that they trusted that they can be thick and just tank up that turret for days. It doesn't get them much, but when you're ahead, you can make plays. Never play the Ruin King AD carry, but they want to get a pick first. That may still happen.
Okay, Toby going 1v3. Here's Lehens, and he didn't even get a chance to use the Grey Health.
I feel like
that's a dead catfish.
I feel like the Tom Ken's trying to. I'm like, oh,
look at his tongue. He's like, my hot black tea.
Well, you know what they say about opposites? It's a good thing for our casting duo.
It is.
Opposites attract.
There you go.
DWG Game, you're doing the opposite of winning this game, and that might be continuing to happen.
Oh man. So brutal. Canyon here doesn't have a soak shot, but there is Hoyt, who, oh boy. Jovi's just 3-hitting this Tom Kench right now.
And now the Ezreal ult on cooldown. They have no more spottings available, so Canyon has to walk out.
Oh boy, they found another one here. Canyon alone. He has Guardian Angel, but is it going to matter? Toby getting low, but he's still in his ultimate. Poor timing there by Tarzan, but they're still going to be able to take out Canyon on the backside. Tarzan flashes away. He doesn't want to die either here. Viper trying to get in here. Lehens is going to go down. And once again, kind of playing with fire, going deep into this fight, but Griffin seemed totally fine with that one. Viper getting on in there, but Nuclear with a nice response. Nuguri on the chase here, 1v4. Not much that he can do, trying to get on top of Tarzan, but it's not going to happen. Griffin going to take out 2 rather, in the extended fight.
He's trying to buy time. He had flash, but he doesn't use it. A, because it wouldn't have saved him, and B, because his job at the end is to buy time for Canyon's respawn time to come in. I mentioned just this play happened. The Ezreal ult is on cooldown. Both blue trinkets are used, so that's how Griffin know. You have to face check this now. It has to be the GA on the Camille going in. That's so easy to be cribbed away. But watch the bottom of this fight. Viper unloads all his damage into Hoyt.
This is his whole culling, too.
Exactly. All his damage is gone, and then the Aatrox is walking around in his passive, so they actually have no damage to get further kills.
Yeah.
So Viper walking up again to separate the Lucian is so important, because it means he's buying time for his Urgot to just walk away for as long as possible.
You mean Nuclear, right?
Yes.
To walk up, yeah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. And
that's the awkward thing about fighting in terrain like that. They need Lucian diving in with the tank line, and right now he's not a Sivir, and he's finding it difficult.
Nuclear going to get away here. Does have the top catch, but here's Sion. They might just bully him, but Nuclear's going to be the one that gets stunned up in the backside. Viper's there this time for the kill. Meanwhile, Toby picking up a cheeky one up on the Canyon. This is going to be another 4-kill fight for the side of Griffin as they push into the base.
Hey, in an LCS, you need to get Sword on this Sion Speedway. His drifting's popping off. He gets in there, curls around, even stuns Ezreal afterwards. As, well, Galio's going to get front row seats for Griffin winning game number 1.
Well, we weren't sure what to expect. We were thinking, hey, 3-2, probably a little bit too much to the side of Griffin, but 18-2 in kills, and this domination in a 30-minute game makes us question, what is the rest of this series going to look like? Can't wait to see it. The first game is going to go the way of Griffin.
Griffin looks so impressive in game number 1. They can make comps like this work because they were ahead of DWG Gaming. They read the spoilers. I don't know where they found the script, but they had it read. And Canyon, the player that was praised midweek, the players had a very good debut.
Save. That's really obvious. If we just stop their dive, we can probably take the early game and then go from there. And they think, what is the champion that's going to do that best? And they decide on Sejuani, something we haven't seen in solo queue, something